Tonight, our Northeast Bureau Chief Sydney Heiberger went out to that neighborhood off of Huntersville Concord Road to speak with those concerned neighbors on what they think needs to happen next.
These 7 homes are part of the Vermilion Project, a new development in Huntersville. The problem is the developer changed the grade of the land, causing flooding like this to destroy neighbors' yards.
And when they brought in all that dirt stuff, they raised it.
Stacy Walker has lived in this same Huntersville neighborhood for decades. So have lots of residents on Walters Street.
There's 7 families that still live in this neighborhood that have lived here 50+ years.
Stacy says she's not opposed to her neighborhood growing around her, but she is opposed to this.
It's basically made it a swamp, and it's eroded my grass and my yard and everything right where my garden's placed.
Her husband Scott is in construction himself. When he saw what happened to his property, he says alarms went off.
I hope the city starts cracking down on the developers that are bypassing some things that they should be doing.
Just down the road on 2nd Street, KARI ROBINETTE. She's been facing the same flooding and erosion issues from the same development. The town came out to try to build the drainage ditch in front of her home, but clearly it hasn't helped.
It makes me very angry. I mean, we've lived here for almost 30 years, and we had, even though we're on this busy highway right here, we had like a great sense of peace.
Stacy and KARI feel it's reminiscent of an issue that's been pulling up in Huntersville for quite some time. Developers bulldozing modest residents. They both say developers previously tried to buy their properties for less than its tax value.
We've paid our debts, we paid our dues, it's our land. We shouldn't have to be forced out of it because of it isn't to their standards of what beautiful is.
Now, a plea. Not for money, but for the sense of peace these neighbors once enjoyed.
I really think that the town and the county needs to get behind people, not behind a dollar bill.
We sent an email to the town of Huntersville over the weekend. They sent crews out here this morning to evaluate the issue, and they told us today that the builder or developer will be responsible for fixing any damage. In Huntersville, Sydney Heiberger, Queen City News.
And a rainy day like today certainly didn't help matters. Now, Queen City News will continue to follow this Huntersville headache, or you can keep watching our coverage here by heading to our website at qcnews.com.